Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Season 1 finale of my FC26 career mode with Balsa Tavira, our Portuguese-created club. If you've missed any of the first 6 episodes of our first season, make sure you catch up. And if you haven't subscribed already, please consider doing so. I welcome everyone and anyone to our family here on my channel, and smash that like button, as always, to show off your amazing support. It's been a transformative season for Balsa Tavira. What was looking like an extremely dire situation is now showing real signs of promise. Looking at the standings with 5 matches to go, Balsa Tavira sit in 14th in the Portuguese league. Our true goal is to finish 15th or higher, and it's tight all the way from us down to Estrela Amadora in 17th, so we'll have to finish this season strong. But let me show you what we have on tap in this Season 1 finale. Breaking news has hit Balsa Tavira. We're gonna hear what that's all about. We're gonna look at our academy's season in review, and then after we finish a really tough stretch of matches to finish this season, including a match against Porto, our arch rivals where we host them, we're gonna review how we did overall, take a look at our players' stats, and look ahead to next season. Your player of the episode from episode 6, you guys voted for Hans Magnusson. I gave him +2 attacking positioning, +2 stamina, and +6 composure. This dude has been the key to our transformation that we felt in the mid-season without question. But Hans is a funny player to me. Is he the fastest? Not really. Is he amazing at dribbling or passing? Not particularly. How about shooting? I mean, he's okay. Physically, is he good? Not yet, really. Well, is he a good player? Oh, well, the answer to that is yes, he's one of the best players at the club right now. And I think that's what I'm loving so much about him. He's a marvel and he's kind of an anomaly. Now, like I mentioned, let's switch gears. There's breaking news at Balsa Tavira.
Star defender Peko Pekovic has had to leave the club immediately due to unforeseen circumstances in his home country of Montenegro. Sources report that a fire broke out in his parents' home and was the result of a targeted attack by the Montenegrin mafia on Peko's father, who works for Montenegrin law enforcement. Authorities have launched a full-scale investigation, but both parents of Peko Pekovic are in critical condition. He has returned home to support his family and help in such a dire situation. He also has a younger brother who is just 19 years old, who lives with his parents. The club has granted him indefinite compassionate leave. However, as for Balsa Tavira, this leaves them with only 2 active centre-backs for the foreseeable future. Manager Luigi Rigatoni seems hesitant to make any changes and will be calling on teenage American defender Apollo Moon to fill the role of Pekovic.
So as mentioned, no Peko Pekovic for a while here, and coming up against some really tough opponents. Hopefully his parents end up okay and he's able to take care of his younger brother. We're gonna need Apollo Moon and Orlando Gouveia to really step up in this last stretch. So, let's get into it. And in our first match of the episode, not a good start. Rio Ave 3, Balsa Tavira 0. So now we are coming up against one of the top teams in all of Portugal. From Lisbon, it's Sporting. They are definitely one of the big 3 or 4 clubs in this league. Currently, they're sitting in 3rd place. It's a tight battle between Porto and Benfica for the league title. We've lost our last 2 matches. We're in 16th right now, which is bottom 3. We're tied with Nacional, but obviously our goal differential sucks. But I think the big thing to note is after we play Sporting, we face Nacional in the next match. And then on the final day, we play Moreirense, so those are the 2 matches in our last 4 that I think we have a chance of getting a result in. But who knows what'll happen today against Sporting. This is an unbelievable team. They've got low 80s, mid 80s players all over. Luis Suarez starts. The Colombian, 77 overall, Luis Suarez. Man, they are just stacked. Gonzalo Inacio, great center back prospect. Same with Diamande. I don't know how we're gonna get through them, but I'm hoping we can stop them just a little bit today. Evandro Martins is gonna get the breakout scenario. If he can get a 7.0 match rating or higher, we're gonna give him an upgrade to his current play style and have him go to Rapid Plus. So there's 4 matches left in the season. This is not one we're expecting to win or draw. Let's go see if we can maybe manage one of those. Vamos! Gotta say, I feel for a guy like Apollo Moon with all that hair in the pouring rain out here today. Apollo Moon beating a little bit here. Suarez with a chance. Ivo Julio with an amazing save. And we give it away again. Their pressure is getting to us. They're in the spaces we want to go to. Apollo Moon! Oh, come on, ref. And no card for the American, whose hair's still holding up in this, this wet condition. And the free kick is absolutely money. What do you want us to do there? The wall jumped at a perfect time. That is just a world-class free kick. This is decent build-up right now. Hans Magnuson onto Chico Maya. Tee it up for Boston. God, come on. Gaprindashvili. He's going to hold it up. Magnuson off to Clayton, and you just knew you needed a little bit more passing there. The touch lets us down. Oh, Apollo Moon. Halftime. 1-0 Sporting. Not bad. This is really good defending from Mario Kuhlman on the wing. We are surviving right now. Their pressure is absolutely relentless. They want to get that second. Oh, this could be bad here. Bad angle from Moon. Gouveia is across. This is actually pretty great recovery, and Apollo Moon clears. Fighting for our life right now. Every time Sporting have the ball and monotonously work it around our defense. A little bit of space here, and that is a terrible rebound to give up. God, it's so frustrating with the rebounds in this game. It never ends. Year after year, there's rebounds. An unbelievable save from Ivo Julio, and I pressed clear. Of course I did. It doesn't matter. It was always going to be the computer swinging their leg through ours and getting to it first. Oh my god, it was a great run and a chance to pass it, and of course they read it. They are unbelievably quick defensively, and that is, that's what it's expected. And there's another goal. Katamo puts us away. Kuhlman, slide tackle. Probably should have won it, but not today. That's just how this game has gone. Kuhlman wins it. Julio, don't give up a goal here. Yep, honestly, as frustrating as that was for me, I don't really know what I was expecting in the rain against a really good Sporting team. We were dominated. 3-0 loss. Gotta be able to bounce back, though. I think this says everything about how our effort was today defensively and how we really were just dominated by a better team. Our highest-rated players, Apollo Moon and Orlando Gouveia, are defenders. Evandro Martins did not get his breakout scenario, but there will be more chances coming up. Now, before we go ahead and face Nacional in what's going to be a really big match, let's finish off our academy season, put a wrap on it. We haven't gotten anything great from Spain, Portugal, or Oman yet with these reports, so we'll wait to the beginning of next summer at the start of next episode to figure out who we get from those countries, if any. However, I want to finish this off with an academy tournament. I want to get a win in one of these matches. We've had a bad season in the academy in terms of results. Let's go see some highlights, and then we'll do a review of the academy and give out some awards. What a play from Thiago Acevedo here. First to intercept the pass, then to play an inch-perfect pass over the top to Giancarlos Albuquerque, who takes this so well and gives us an early lead. This was a fun one all around. Later, it's Albuquerque and Anwar Akuayan linking up together. Giancarlos does the rest himself, and look at that finish. Emphatic. Giancarlos really turned heads with this performance. Later, Akuayan moves it to Thiago Acevedo, who gets it back to Akuayan, who clinically rolls it past the keeper. And for once this academy season, we were having some fun. Even Domingos Chamwana was making saves, even though he did let in this pretty easy shot, but more Thiago Acevedo distribution, this time setting up Fozzy Alturk perfectly, who just can't get it to go. It's saved. But with the cherry on top, Giancarlos gets it to Thiago beautifully, and look at this finish here, fading away, absolutely pinpoint from Thiago, his best performance so far, as well as our academy teams. We move on to face Benfica's academy. Thierry Rouzier could have opened the scoring, but doesn't get a ton on it. Later though, Rouzier finds Bento Gutierrez on the break, and Bento holds off a defender, cuts inside, and coolly finishes an impressive goal to put us up 1-0. What a run. Bento seems to have that it factor. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Off of this corner, this was a pretty terrible mistake. I wanted to play the through ball to our team, obviously not to theirs for an easy goal, but we thought we had the lead back here, only for Thiago to be denied by the keeper. Great save there. Another chance created by Thiago here, but unfortunately Thierry couldn't finish, and it would cost us. Domingos, who was otherwise very solid, makes an awful mistake here in the final seconds, letting a weak effort get past him, and even though we looked a lot better in this tournament, we were yet again eliminated. And now that our academy season is officially done, I wanted to show you this graphic that highlights our 3 academy scouts and which players in our academy that they brought back, but also do our first ever academy awards. And as you can see from this graphic alone, Academy Scout of the Year is Armando Echeverria, who brought back not only the most academy signings with 5 on the year, but also the player who has had a huge impact on our first team, probably the best signing of the year in Hans Magnuson. Academy Player of the Year excludes includes Hans Magnuson, Ravi Thapa, and Raul Teixeira since they got immediate call-ups. Now for me, I thought Fazio Turk was going to be in it, but he did not have a good last tournament, so it was between Thiago Acevedo and Giancarlos Albuquerque. Albuquerque came on late, so we're giving Academy Player of the Year to Thiago Acevedo, Portuguese midfielder who looks like he has pretty decent potential right now. High 70s or low 80s. But he's actually going to get a +2 to his potential for winning Academy Player of the Year. And after these reports are done, Armando's going to get an upgrade to his abilities, as is Sam Mbube and Shah Tom, but Armando will definitely be getting the biggest upgrade after being the best Academy Scout from our first season. Alrighty, back into our final stretch of matches. This is a huge match and what is definitely a must-win at this point in the season. 3 matches to play, and Nacional are just 1 point ahead of us. A win today puts us ahead of Nacional, away from the bottom 3, with 2 matches to play, especially with Porto coming up. This is huge. Here is the lineup against Nacional. Breakout scenario is going to be for Apollo Moon, who's been stepping into a big role right now. If we can keep Nacional to less than 5 shots on target, I will give him a +1 to his defending rating overall. So right now it's a 57, that'll go to a 58 if they can get 4 shots on target or less. I've already said it, this is a really big match at another really amazing away place. The Madeira Islands, absolutely stunning, but we need to be stunning on the pitch today and focus on getting 3 points. Vamos! I'm realizing now that the 2 colors of these kits are clashing a little bit more than I would have liked, but you know, we're gonna make it work. We know who we are. That's a good ball into the box, a deflection, and Ivo Julio saves. Great save. Ooh, Hans Magnuson. Great footwork there, and Joao Ferreira knocks it forward and has a lot of pace, but not a lot of help. It looks like he's fouled there. This is great work from Joao Ferreira, and well, I guess we lost the advantage, but we keep it here, and we lose it again. Turnover from Balsa leads to a chance here from Nacional. Our recovery defending has been very good second half of this season. Mario Kuhlman with some great work there. This is nice. Off of their free kick, they've worked it into the box. Overlapping runs, not giving up on it. Ivo Julio coming out, and he's quick. Gaprindashvili with some great pressure here. That's a nice ball to Hans Magnuson. Oh, he just gets by that defender and it all opens up, but that's good recovery defense from them, and Hans presses him out. Atwater, on to Gaprindashvili. Atwater, Magnuson, Ferreira, Joao Ferreira. Here's Pedro Buena. And we slow it down, speed it up, and lose it. And Boston Atwater dribbles out the first half. Good first half for Balsa. Withstood some of their early pressure that we knew they were going to come with and have started to find our footing in this match. Gotta see more in terms of attacking, though. Otherwise, it's going to stay 0-0 the whole match. Joao Ferreira, on to Sergi Pedro Buena, on to Atwater. This is decent build-up here, and Joao Ferreira has a chance to cut it back and do something with it. That is not what I had in mind. Atwater. Oh, that's a great touch from Wheaty here, and we are absolutely opened up. Other than Apollo Moon, there's not much help defensively here. So far, so good. He cuts it back. This is great defensive pressure on the counterattack. Look at this recovery from Balsa. And Ivo Julio collects it. That is absolutely great transition defense. This is nice work here. Joao Ferreira and Sergi Pedro Buena down that wing together. Sergi gets it. Crosses it in towards Boston Atwater. Look at the strength from Boston. It leads to a goal. Big Bahamian monster gets us on the board. This is all Boston. The cross was behind him, but look at the strength to hold off not one, but then a second defender and finish it right under that goalkeeper. Oh, we needed that. We needed that. Come on. Hans Magnuson. I mean, that is absolutely world class. If Joao Ferreira can get on this, and I would say that he does. Ferreira, oh, he just tried to beat the defender instead of playing it across. I actually like the idea. There's going to be one more chance here for Nacional to go forward, but Balsa Tavira have come onto this island and really played well today. 3 points on the board, huge goal from Boston Tavira, and that is clutch in terms of the standings and where we're going to finish this season. Man of the match might be our player of the season. Sergi Pedro Buena with an assist. but he was absolutely everywhere, really played well defensively, and helped us get forward to get that one goal. Boston Atwater finished it off, but huge shout out to this defense all around. All of them kept the clean sheet. Mario Kuhlman was especially great, and Apollo Moon's gonna get a little defensive boost for this clean sheet and for an excellent effort. We only allowed 4 total shots in the match. 2 of them were on target, both saved by Evo. So just 2 matches remain on the season, Porto and Moreirense, and looking at the standings here, this is why that match was so absolutely huge. We are in 14th. The goal is 15th or higher for the season, and only 2 points still separates us from us and Nacional. But now with Porto coming up, we can really take a deep breath and know that even if we don't get a result against Porto, we've got Moreirense to finish off the season in what may have to be a win for us, but maybe we get a result against Porto here today. And the big news is Peko Pekovic is back. Both of his parents are back in stable condition, and they've actually decided to move to an apartment near Tavira with his younger brother, so a happy ending to that story there. But as for the match, we're not going to do a breakout scenario for this one. I want to focus on the result and get as much as we can out of this Balsa Tavira team, coming off of a great defensive stretch without Peko Pekovic. I think that says a lot about this team, and Apollo Moon stepping up. So he gets the start today, and let's see if we can possibly do something great here at home against Porto. If you remember, last time we played them on the road, we gave them everything we could. They only won on a last-minute goal, but today, let's go see what we can do. Vamos! I love it. Just hanging up for Boston. Let him head it down into a space where you can do some damage. Gaprindashvili looking for a cross to Clayton. That almost worked out. Good passing so far. Chico Maya onto Pedro Buena. Sergi onto Nico Leal, who doesn't usually join the attack, but maybe he should more often. Pedro Buena. He's got options and can't find Boston. Of course, that was the guy you want to get it to. That's a great idea. Intercepted. Intercepted by Peko Pekovic. Welcome back. That's not the best defending from Arsenio Aguas. Free header at the back post, and it's Gabri Vega scoring. 1-0 Porto. Unfortunately, Nico Leal was nowhere to be found, and I don't know if this is a good time for a shout-out, but shout-out to my AS Monaco series, where Gabri Vega starred and was a great player in our Champions League winning Monaco team back in that, I think, FIFA 23 career mode. Oh, one back by Chico Maya here, and Magnuson. Great positioning. Boston is taller than both of those guys, and almost won that 2-on-1, or 1-on-2. Great interception by Clayton here. And Pedro Buena, just a little slow on that break there, and they easily read it. They are definitely starting to understand what we're trying to do, but Peko Pekovic getting to understand what they're going to try to do. Magnuson has it here. Chico Maya making the run, and he times it so well. Chico Maya into the box. He's going to go for goal and force a save. Half-time here. Porto only up 1-0 at this point. I think that's a little bit of a win for Balsa Tavira. Oh, what a nice ball there from Peko Pekovic. That's a nice idea, but Peko Pekovic has another nice idea. Some good defensive play from him again. Now, we're starting to lose the ball a little bit more in the midfield, so we're going to bring on Duda Duarte for a tired Sergi Pedro Buena. Clayton is going to go into that playmaking role a little bit more now, and that's how we're going to ease into the second half a little bit more. I think we need some stamina in our midfield as we get pressed and press him back. This is nice from Boston Atwater and Gaprindashvili. Tornique with it. Boston Atwater winding up a shot, and Diogo Costa makes a great save. That's a great shot. Couple more subs. We're going to change the fullbacks. We're going to get Evandro Martins in, as well as a fresh Mario Kuhlman. About 15 minutes to play, and Balsa Tavira are right in this match. One of these counterattacks. Gotta take it. Evandro Martins forward to Chico Maya. Here's a chance. Chico Maya helped out. It's Magnuson. Hans Magnuson. Chico Maya! What a chance! Saved by Diogo Costa. Corner here towards Boston Atwater. The strength is amazing! He scores! Boston! 1-1! What an unbelievable moment for the Bahamian Beast. He held off that defender who thought he was going to win that header. Unbelievable from Boston, and this game is in the balance. We could go on and win it, but man, I want to hold on to this draw at least. Oh my god, Kaprandashvili, that is the touch of a lifetime here. And away he goes. Kaprandashvili is going to hold it up. Atwater. Maya! Oh my god, Chico Maya. Maybe could have done a little more there. Magnuson wins it back, and what is the call, ref? Peko Pekovic. Tracking. Samu with it. You know he's a threat! Julio! Kick, save, and a beauty here as we hit the 90-minute mark. Head it out, head everything out. Boston Atwater with defensive duties. I don't hate this. Yes, clear it. Come on, clear it out. Kuhlman clears it out. Kaprandashvili's there. And Balsa Tavira at home with an epic finish to a second-to-last match of the season, but our final home match in front of these beloved fans. And man, that is one hell of a show to put on against your rivals. A draw, but we love it. It feels like a win. And you know what? We were better than them, or at least we created better chances than them. That's what the stats are telling me anyways. Clayton provided the assist and gets the man of the match. That's pretty awesome from a guy who's really stepped up this season. Boston Atwater, of course, finished it, but this defense, again, was absolutely outstanding. Aguas was good. Kuhlman came in and was great. Apollo Moon, though, really starting to see his growth. And you know what? I'm all for these unexpected moments, but what is this one? I mean, I just put Hans Magnuson in the starting lineup and saved it for the first time. I usually just go and put him in there anyways, but technically he thinks this is his first official match for Balsa, even though he's been participating quite a bit. I don't know what to do. I guess I'm gonna encourage him because he really has been killing it for us. I don't know what's going to come from that. Alright, so standings heading into the final day. Some of these teams have already played, so we have our own destiny in our hands regardless. We're playing Moreirense, who we can tie on points if we beat them, but we can also go ahead of Aruca if we can win. If we draw and Nacional below us win, they can go ahead of us on points. Same thing with Estrela Amadora. And here is the starting 11 for the final day of the season. As for the breakout scenario, we're giving it to Clayton, who's been very good in the second half of this season, really in the last couple months. We're going to give him a new playstyle if he can score or assist on the final day here, as he gets the start over Duda Duarte. Loving to see the growth from a lot of players like him. Apollo Moon, Evandro Martins, Mario Kuhlman, all growing as we've gotten this season going. Chico Maya too, especially. So let's see if we can score first. Let's see if we can finish this season with a win. We really need it here at Moreirense. Vamos! Nice interception by Clayton, and we're off to a pretty good start here. Looking to counterattack. Magnuson, that is terrific. Out to Kaprandashvili, to Clayton. Clayton with it. He's going to take a shot, and it's saved. Counterattacking Moreirense. Might have a chance. Evo Julio! Great reaction. Man, this guy is tiny. Allen versus Chico Maya, the two littlest guys on the pitch, chasing each other around. Man, it is still Moreirense. It's choosing to be pretty conservative, but creating another chance and another Evo Julio save. And here is Allen again. I don't really know what position he is. I think I've seen him on the wing, in the middle. I think he's just a roaming player that is quick and talented. He seems like one of their best players. Down the wing come Moreirense again. This time it's a different wing. Pekovic is there to head out their cross. And that seems to be their formula so far in this match. So I don't think it's something we should be fearing too much. We can definitely keep up with them, but we are giving it away in this match a little more than we usually do. Lunging and missing. Allen quick with the ball. And Clayton winning it back. However, we give it away again. It's a chance for Moreirense. Julio saves and Pekovic clears as the attacker was chasing him down. We are doing a lot more defending than attacking in this match. I would love for that to change at some point, but we really haven't had much chance to do much at all. It's the 45-minute mark. We're not even getting added time. 0-0 at the half. I don't think it's ever a great sign if your goalkeeper has a 10 out of 10 rating in the first half, but I think that speaks to, 3 really good saves he's made. Just trying to lob it forward to Atwater, and Chico Maya is running. Chico Maya is free a bit here. Crossing it in. Magnuson heads it down. Not a bad chance. Tagia with it on the wing again. Martins is beaten. Pekovic is there. Tagia goes pretty far and Julio saves again. What a match for Evo Julio. That's great here from Gaprindashvili, and look how quickly they recover after losing it, knowing that they have to win it back for themselves. God, it's annoying. Pedro Buena wins it again, and my God, look at them press to win it back. It's robotic. This is great here from Balsa, and Chico Maya again sprinting forward. And who is this chasing him? My God, they always have someone to do it, to get there. It's freaking annoying. Our pressure is absolutely unbelievable. We just haven't been able to create any chances from it. I think we're going to lose this one here. Or are we? Come on, maybe one more chance. It's unbelievable. I say we have one more chance, like we've actually had any. I mean, this could be something. Gaprindashvili down the wing. And you know, they're going to catch up to you. It's just unbelievable. Oh, God, we really have to hope that Nacional did not win. And I think this is a good chance for you to see that I am not fudging any of these results. I am truly hoping for the best and putting what we have out there to the tests. So it's time to find out. I will say, amongst this lackluster attacking performance, lackluster from the midfield as well, Apollo Moon was excellent, but Ivo Julio was terrific. If we stay up because of this performance, it's this performance that we're going to talk about from Ivo Julio that got us over the line. And you can take a deep breath, let out all of the anxiety of where we're going to finish in the table. Balsa Tavira are safe in the Liga Portugal for one more season. 32 points was ahead of the bottom three. And if we did finish in that 16th spot, I was prepared to go and play one more match because that would be a playoff with the third place team from the second division, but no need to worry about that. Balsa survived. So a pretty epic finish to this season. We tied Porto. We tied on the last day, but we put in a defensive performance that we're all going to remember now because that is what got us over the line. But let's talk about this team this season. I'm going to roll through the appearances. You can look at the stats as we talk about them, and then I will go over the player of the season candidates, which I usually do 4, but I think there's 3 names that we can really take from this season and say they were the 3 best players for Balsa Tavira. And the first being the quite obvious answer for player of the season, I think, Boston Atwater, the Bahamian beast. 14 goals and 2 assists this season for him. He led the club and he scored some of the biggest goals we had all season. Looking at his stats, he could definitely use an upgrade still. Only a 60 overall, but one of the best strikers in the League of Portugal that no one's ever heard of until now. Second player on the list, I think it has to be Sergi Pedro Buena. Led the club in assists, tied with Tornike Gaprindashvili, have to mention that, but truly a great player who got better this season and stepped up to the level of competition he faced. This Spaniard is a true legend of the club already, and at this point, I think I've seen a lot of you in the comments calling for him to get a call up to the Spanish national team. Gotta remember, this guy's only a 64 overall, but I think we're gonna see a little bit of an upgrade that he's gonna deserve over this summer, but was he our player of the season? And then finally, I think it has to be the man between the sticks, Ivo Julio. 5 clean sheets on the season does not tell you how many epic performances he put on where we just happened to give up a goal or we went against an unbelievable opponent. This dude was terrific. What a season for Ivo Julio. I think the saves numbers, the expected goals prevented numbers, the metrics that we would have gotten if EA gave us more would all be incredibly impressive, but you saw it on the last day of the season. His performance helped us stay up. I would vote for him too. 3 great options, but let me know on my community page, who do you think was the player of the season for Balsa Tavira, a club that's going to be safely in the League of Portugal next season. But now it is time for the summer, for transfers and all that, so let's talk quickly about what I want you to leave me in the comments if you want to get prepared for our second season. We are going to be looking for center backs over the summer. We only have 3 on the active team. We didn't find any really impressive ones in the academy last season, so I'm ready to bring in a star center back. A guy that can stand up to the physicality and speed of these great teams around us and really help us out. But I would say that you also think about our budget. We probably are going to have around 1 to 2 million euros to work with next year, so think about guys that would be in that range, whether they're older and higher overall, or younger and really low overall. Like, I'm talking 60 or lower overall, maybe a little higher than that, but gotta think, we're gonna be a season in 2. Players will have grown from the time you're looking at them on SoFIFA if you go do that. And then one more thing I'm gonna do that I saw as a suggestion, which I really want to get to. If you guys want to pick a player and leave me suggestions for appearance updates or accessory updates, you can all choose one player each. And if you see one guy choose one player, try to pick another. So, for example, I don't think we've got much going on with Arsenio Aguas. You can have him put on a wristband, maybe add something a little bit crazy that you know is in-game because I have the modding tools. So let me know, what colors do you want to see, what kind of players do you want us to have out there. You can personalize it, give me reasons, whatever you want. But that's going to do it for season number 1 with Balsa Tavira. Very excited for season number 2, depending on what that's going to come. I've been very busy lately. I think I let you know in a community post, but I'm definitely trying to get this series rolling as much as I can, so don't worry, I'm still here for this. This series has been a lot of fun so far. Subscribe if you haven't already. Join our family. Make sure you smash that like button to show your support. And until next season, this has been Therios. You'll never walk alone.